From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Good Wednesday morning. Our weather for lower elevations is going to look fantastic over the next week. We're looking at mostly dry and sunny conditions, pretty mild high temperatures as well. But up in the mountains, a couple different things we're tracking. Minor to moderate impacts for some of our mountain passes, and avalanche danger continues to be considerable for both the Olympics and the slopes of the Cascades. Okay, First Alert Radar is showing you the last gasp of this round of snow for the Blue Mountains, but there will be some more rounds of snow over the next handful of days. But lower elevations going to keep it dry. Fog has mostly been up in the mountains for this morning. We'll continue to keep a very close eye on that. Temperatures, we're seeing 20s and 30s for the valleys, 30s for the basin, and 30s and 40s for the foothills, 20s and 30s up in the mountains. Here's your hourly forecast for this Wednesday for the Tri-Cities. A phenomenal day. Lots of sunshine, high temperatures getting into the low 50s. So in general, for lower elevations, we'll have highs in the 40s and 50s. Lots of sun. Will be a little bit breezy with some of those gusts anywhere between 20 to 30 miles per hour. And that will factor into this considerable avalanche danger for the next couple days at least. We'll talk about that coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
Straight ahead on Good Morning Northwest, a major shakeup could be coming to the Port of Benton leadership. Coming up, why a retired judge says all 3 commissioners should be removed, and the legal hurdle that could put this into the voters' hands.
Plus, a major investment aimed at helping students succeed is now in motion. Coming up, we'll talk about the new program working to solve a critical school staffing shortage.
And Pasco is preparing for a surge in student growth. We have the plan that city leaders are reviewing and what it could mean for new schools and expanding classrooms. It's all on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
And I'm Jade Elliott. Thanks for waking up with us. A lot of news to get to this morning.
That's right, and we do want to start with continuing coverage on a story that we've been following surrounding recall complaints targeting all 3 Port of Benton commissioners.
Yeah, they're now moving through the legal process. Retired Judge Eugene Pratt is leading this effort, citing the board's failure to act after an investigation found violations by Commissioner Scott Keller. Now, the recall attorney says that the case references the Schwabe-Williams investigation findings.
If a judge approves the recall, supporters need signatures equal to 35% of votes cast in the commissioner's original elections.
They're not calling him to task. They're by not doing anything, they're saying to the public that we don't care. And therefore, they're not going to do anything to correct the problem that's been going on out there for a long time.
Supporters would have 180 days to collect signatures if the court allows the recall to proceed.
Now, Commissioner Keller declined to comment on the recall, but says it's time to focus on the port's business and economic development. Port of Benton officials also declined to comment on the recall proceedings. 6:02 now, and during a workshop in Pasco this week, City Council discussed an emergency comprehensive plan amendment tied to the Pasco School District's capital facilities plan. Officials say that this update addresses long-term student growth and future school capacity. The plan includes enrollment projections, recent school projects, future needs like middle school expansions and land acquisition. Staff also explaining how school impact fees from new development help pay for growth-related infrastructure.
So this plan will match up with the school impact fees that were adopted last year. The single family fee for schools is $0, and the multifamily fee for school impact fee is $2,595.
City officials say that the update now heads to council for final approval as a part of ongoing planning efforts to prepare for continued growth in Pasco.
6:03 and in more education news, a major federal investment is coming to the Yakima Valley aimed at addressing a growing shortage of school psychologists in rural districts.
Apple Valley News Now's William Albert spoke with Grandview School District leaders about a new regional partnership designed to help recruit and train future mental health professionals.
The Grandview School District, in partnership with the RGI Corporation, has been awarded a $4 million federal grant to launch the Yakima Valley School Psychology Consortium, a multi-district partnership focused on helping rural, high-needs school districts recruit and train future school psychologists. District officials say the program brings together several Yakima Valley and surrounding districts, along with Central Washington University and Eastern Washington University, to build a long-term pipeline of professionals through internships and practicum placements, helping districts address ongoing staffing shortages.
For example, in the Grandview School District, 4 or 5 years ago, we actually started paying for the education of some of our employees to become school psychs, because otherwise we were having to contract with a third-party contractor to provide school psych services.
Grandview School District officials tell me that while the district itself has multiple qualified mental health professionals, a consortium would help fill the much-needed gaps with many districts in the Yakima Valley.
So this consortium and this grant that we applied for with RGI, it allowed us to receive federal money to partner with 7 or 8 local districts in Washington State that are considered rural, high-need districts, and then support them in working with universities to find placements.
The grant will primarily fund paid internships, helping graduate students complete required training in rural schools, while creating a pathway to long-term employment in the region, supporting districts like Wapato, Sunnyside, Mapton, Mount Adams, and Toppenish.
Some of these funds will pay the students for their travel, reimbursement for meals and such while they're doing their internships. And it also pays them up to $30,000 in reimbursement to each of the students.
School leaders say increasing the number of trained psychologists is also critical as districts work to better identify students who may need special education or additional behavior and mental health support.
They meet with students and they meet with the staff to identify if a student has a disability, and they go through a series of tests and an investigation to determine if that really is the case. And so the school psychs can play a big positive role in the life of many students.
District officials say the consortium is designed to create a sustainable workforce pipeline that will strengthen student mental health support across rural communities for years to come. In Grandview, William Albert, Apple Valley News Now.
So this 4-year grant also funds a full-time project director and administrative support.
And leaders say the long-term goal is to keep trained school psychologists working in rural districts even after the federal funding expires.
It's so much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Major decisions that could impact your money, your safety, and your community. From the proposed millionaire's tax to a bill trying to change what police can wear while interacting with the public. Now, this morning, we're going to break down the biggest bills moving forward in Olympia, talking state legislature after the break.
First, our chief meteorologist Josh Colbreth will have your first alert weather forecast. Keep it here. We'll be right back in just a few minutes.
Save thousands on the new Revolutionary Swim Spa at a one-time sale. Friday through Sunday. 2 locations, Coeur d'Alene and Pasco. Exercise with low impact. Swim the entire year and stay in shape. Teach your kids to swim. Unwind and save thousands. Avoid the expense and maintenance involved with a pool. Swim, exercise, and relax in your new aquatic exercise swim spa. Installation and 1 day only. New 2026 inventory. 18-month interest-free financing. Millions of dollars of inventory must be sold. Kootenai County Fairgrounds, Coeur d'Alene, and Hapo Center, Pasco. Call 833-SPA-SALE.
Bathfitter showers have got people talking. Our wide selection of showers means it's exactly what we wanted. Seamless and watertight walls are much easier to clean than tiles and grout. And they stay in excellent shape. Every Bathfitter shower is backed by a lifetime warranty. And with thousands of 5-star reviews, the experience exceeds expectations. It's no wonder millions of Bathfitter customers love their new shower. It just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
At McCurley Subaru, we want to make driving a car from us easy today, tomorrow, and every day after. That's why every vehicle from McCurley Subaru comes with the McCurley Advantage, including paint protection, windshield protection, and loyalty rewards you can use towards service or your next vehicle purchase. And during the Subaru A Lot to Love event, you can get all the McCurley Advantage has to offer and drive a new Subaru for just $209 a month. McCurley Subaru, your way home.
Everyone deserves to be connected. Big cities, small towns, everywhere in between. And staying connected shouldn't break the bank. That's why T-Mobile and US Cellular have joined forces. And now that we've combined networks, T-Mobile covers more places than ever before. America's best network just got bigger. Join now and your plan price is guaranteed for 5 years. T-Mobile and US Cellular, better together.
It's Truck Month with the Ford Crew.
Truck Month only happens once a year.
So it's gotta be big.
Like available Pro Power on board big.
Protect it with the Ford Security Package big. Biggest deals of the year big.
There's only one Ford Truck Month.
Deal's so good, we need a bigger door big.
Oh, yeah.
And now get 0% APR for 60 months with 0 down and 0 payments for up to 90 days. Plus $1,000 Truck Month cash on select Ford vehicles.
This newscast sponsored by Multicare Yakima Memorial Hospital. Excellence you can trust. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. There is unfortunately still considerable avalanche danger through tomorrow, at least for the slopes of the Cascades and the Olympics. So thankfully not seeing any high avalanche danger like what we were seeing yesterday for Mount Hood, but still it's at a level 3 out of 5, considerable for all the forecast zones that the the Northwest Avalanche Center serves. Now for Thursday, Mount Hood and the east south slopes of the Cascades dropping back down to moderate. Hopefully that trend continues as we head into Friday. What is considerable avalanche danger? This means that natural avalanches are possible. Human-triggered avalanches are likely. In terms of the size and distribution of avalanches, there is a wide array possible. And in terms of travel advice, you have to evaluate the snowpack carefully. You have to find your routes very cautiously, and that decision-making has to be very conservative. Okay, let's take it back down to lower elevations, where for today it's going to be a phenomenal forecast. Highs getting into the 40s and 50s. Overnight lows dropping down into the 20s and 30s. Most of us dropping below freezing. And high temperatures over the next 7 days, slowly but surely trending up. Look at Tuesday in the Tri-Cities, pretty close to 60 degrees. And those overnight lows going to be trending up as well, as by Tuesday night of next week, we'll have a hard time dropping below 40 degrees. So trending milder, but in spite of all that, still tracking a little bit more snow on the way for Cascade passes, especially. We'll time that out with Futurecast coming up in a few minutes.
6:11, and this morning we turn to state legislature, where multiple bills are moving forward in Olympia, including the proposed millionaire's tax.
Around 100 people testified in the Washington State House Finance Committee yesterday to both support and oppose it. Now, if the bill is signed into law, it'll impose a 9.9% income tax on people making more than $1 million a year.
Supporters of the bill say it'll fix Washington's regressive tax system and fund education and tax credits for families. Critics, though, arguing that it will harm businesses and are concerned that it could be expanded to people making less than $1 million each year.
Shameless. This bill blatantly bribes big businesses with billions to buy their silence and keep them on the sidelines when there's a public vote. And these are just payoffs.
This policy is modest for those at the top, but transformative for families across Washington. And compared to Idaho, it's still a bargain. I urge your support. Thank you.
Now, looking ahead, committee members will have until noon today to request any amendments to the bill.
And this while lawmakers debate how to bring in more tax revenue, they're also considering a proposal focused on police transparency.
So this bill would ban law enforcement officers from wearing facial coverings while interacting with the public. And it was also heard in Olympia yesterday. It's Senate Bill 5855. And it comes after lawmakers say that they've seen masked federal immigration enforcement operations across the country, which they say are raising concerns about whether people can identify who's detaining them.
The proposal would prohibit local, state, and federal officers from wearing masks during public interactions, with certain exceptions, and it would allow someone detained by an unlawfully masked officer to take legal action. Supporters say the goal is simple: make sure the public knows who's exercising law enforcement authority.
This isn't about our local law enforcement. I feel like we've done a lot to build trust in our communities over the last 5 years. This is a time, though, we're seeing a lot of unprecedented activity across America, and communities are living in fear and asking for us to do this.
Opponents raised concern about officer safety, especially in an era where officers can be quickly identified and targeted online. Supporters say that they're open to changes as the bill moves forward.
And the bill remains under consideration as lawmakers weigh potential amendments in committee.
And at the same time, a Yakima-backed proposal aimed at preventing overdoses is gaining ground. It's the OD MAP bill. It's inspired by Safe Yakima Valley, and it did pass through the Washington State House.
Supporters say the legislation would create a statewide overdose data mapping system, giving first responders and public health officials near real-time information about where overdoses are happening. So backers argue that better data could help communities respond faster, allocate resources more effectively, and also potentially save lives.
Were you confident this was going to get through?
No, I wasn't. One, the Department of Health had some resistance because they were worried about HIPAA, which is understandable, right? And how we overcame that is only first responders have access to the dashboard. It's not available to community members. The other thing was they were concerned it'd be used for nefarious reasons, ICE responding.
Now, House Bill 2168 now moves to the Senate for consideration.
Be sure to stay with Apple Valley News Now, both on air and online, as we continue to track these proposals and let you know if any final decisions are made.
All right, still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest, checking back in with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth as we give you a live look outside from right here at the Apple Valley Studios in Kennewick. I'll break down your first alert forecast, let you know what you can expect as you head out the door this morning.
It's Markdown Madness now at Mattress Depot USA.
Get slam dunk savings of up to 60% off.
Beat the buzzer, these prices won't last long.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
At Smoke City for Less, we understand every smoker is unique. Explore our over 1,500 vape flavors and specialty curated selection of tobacco products. Your perfect flavor and blend awaits at any of Smoke City for Less 6 locations. Save your pennies. Smoke City for Less has the lowest prices. Find the best vape mods, batteries, kratom, and specialty products too. Our knowledgeable staff is always on hand to provide personalized recommendations. Smoke City for Less. We smoke the competition.
Looking for a new car with performance and sophistication? The all-new 2027 Tellurides are arriving this month, and the remaining 2025s are priced to move. Save $3,500 on every new 2025 Kia Telluride in stock this month at Overturf Kia. Test drive a Telluride today. Overturf Kia, Highway I-182 and Road 100 exit on St. Thomas Drive, Pasco.
Poor maintenance, old tires, bad brakes, that could be why the big truck hit you. At my law firm, we have a team that knows big truck wrecks. Big truck insurance companies know that we have the knowledge and experience to get you paid everything you deserve. Call the heavy hitter. When I call the insurance companies, they listen. Hit by a big truck, I know how to be their insurance companies. I'm attorney Mariano Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
The heavy hitter is the one for you. Call 853-2222.
An affordable, adjustable bed from Mattress Depot USA will help you sleep better.
And help alleviate aches and pains, sleep apnea, and snoring.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
A new head coach and a new attitude, but it's still the most exciting game in the Pacific Northwest.
Oh my!
Seattle Kraken Hockey.
That's hockey, baby!
Seattle Kraken Hockey, sponsored by Legends Casino Hotel.
The pumpernickel bagel. It's becoming an endangered species.
There's a reason why it's going to be extinct.
Next live from the new game show, The Greatest Average American, Nate Bargatze.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
This newscast sponsored by Multicare Yakima Memorial Hospital. Excellence you can trust. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Even though lower elevations are going to have fantastic weather over the next week, our mountain passes could still see some minor to moderate impacts through early on Saturday morning, especially up towards Stevens Pass. So let's put this into motion with Futurecast radar. Now look, it's going to be fairly uneventful for lower elevations. Where we're really looking is up in the mountains, where we'll have this little trickle of some snow showers possible. At times, these could be some heavier bursts of snowfall. So that will, we're expecting that throughout the rest of today, throughout the rest of tomorrow as well, throughout Friday, and then into the wee hours of the morning on Saturday. Of course, you can track all that yourself by downloading the Apple Valley News Now First Alert weather app for free in the App Store or on Google Play. You can get that hour-by-hour forecast tailor-made to your exact home address. Here are some of the snowfall totals we're anticipating through 4 in the morning on Saturday. Close to half a foot of snow for Stevens Pass. Other models are being a lot more aggressive. We're being much more conservative with it. But from Snoqualmie Pass down, we're thinking probably 2 inches of snow or less, and then maybe just a little smattering of snow for Interstate 84 and for Oregon 204 over in the Blues. Definitely need a lot more snow than this. And like I said, for lower elevations, our weather is going to be fantastic to round out February and to begin the new month of March. Here is the reason why. We have this area of high pressure that is dominating our pattern for lower elevations of the Pacific Northwest. So that means our weather is just not going to be very active. Exhibit A of that for today in the Tri-Cities, a beautiful day, lots of sunshine, highs getting into the low 50s. It could be a little bit breezy out there for today with gusts across the map anywhere between 20 to 30 miles per hour. And look at this, a whole bunch of goose eggs on the board for our precip chances in the Tri-Cities, really just underscoring how inactive our pattern is. Here's the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Lots of sunshine in the forecast with highs mostly staying in the mid-50s. For Yakima, chilly mornings but bright and mild afternoons ahead for the next 7 days. In Ellensburg, a stretch of breezy weather through Saturday, but wind gusts will likely stay under 35 miles per hour. So it's going to be enough to be noticeable, but not enough to write home about. Then for Hermiston, bright and breezy for the next few days, calmer with more clouds for this weekend. And then for Walla Walla, also a sunny and breezy forecast through Friday, and the beautiful weather continues right into next week. And I got my eyes on Tuesday, 58 degrees there. Let's just round up, call it 60.
Okay.
I love a fall spring.
Yes.
Only time you can be fake with me.
Exactly. Yeah. I'll take your fake spring all day.
Yeah, but what goes up, maybe it's going to come back down, but then eventually goes back up.
What's coming up next? Why? Yeah, we don't need to worry about that right now.
Why does he do stuff like that?
I don't know.
Let us ride the wave.
Gotta make it real.
Sunshine for it. Yeah, stop being so logical.
I was illustrating the wave for you.
Go back this way.
No, we're going to go, sunshine. All right. Still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest, Hollywood honoring a familiar star, plus a corporate fight that could change the entertainment landscape, and a hit show fans can soon experience in real life. With those details coming up in your entertainment headlines after the break.
This season, your refund goes further.
At all Walker's Furniture and Mattress locations. For a limited time, we're giving you a sales tax discount equal to double the sales tax. So you can refresh your space for much less with the tax break you need and the comfort you deserve.
Plus, with no money down, special financing for 5 years, you can save now and pay over time.
This week at Walker's, where quality just costs less.
Today, too many of us walk away from our primary care appointments feeling rushed and unheard.
We were frustrated too, so we decided to change the quality of healthcare here in the Tri-Cities.
At Primary Care at the PC, we take the time to truly listen. With 1 hour-long appointments, we care about the whole you. You don't have to be a member to be our patient, but once you're here, you might want to be.
Now welcoming new patients. Book your appointments online or call us at 509-783-5465. Primary Care at the PC. Play hard, live well.
Have you heard about refractive lens exchange? K2 Vision RLE means no glasses, no contacts, and no readers permanently. And you'll never develop a cataract.
No glasses or readers. K2 Vision RLE.
Welcome to Nob Hill Casino, your premier gaming destination. Experience the thrill of a Vegas-style casino featuring the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club and unlock exclusive rewards every time you play. Challenge your skills at our 16-lane bowling alley. Unwind with a drink at our cozy bar, or enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at the Last Frontier. The ultimate entertainment experience has something for everyone. Nob Hill Casino, where locals come to win.
When a migraine strikes and I've taken a Triptan, side effects like dizziness can throw me off. Migraine again. Ubrelvy works differently. It keeps me in rhythm, quickly stopping migraine pain within 2 hours. And some have pain relief that lasts all day, so I can handle whatever the day may throw at me. Don't take if allergic or with strong CYP3A4 inhibitors. Tell your doctor all medicines you take. Report increased blood pressure or color changes, pain, or numbness in fingers or toes. Get help right away for allergic reactions like trouble breathing, face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, which may occur days after use. Ask your doctor how you can stop migraine attacks and stay in rhythm with Ubrelvy.
Seattle Kraken Hockey, sponsored by Legends Casino Hotel.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. In your entertainment news, actor Robert Carradine's management says he's passed away at the age of 71. So he's known for starring in Revenge of the Nerds and The Long Riders, and also I know him from Lizzie McGuire from being her dad.
Yes, that was her dad. In a statement, his family says that he has struggled with bipolar disorder, and they express hope. They express that they hope his story can alleviate the stigma around the mental illness.
Hilary Duff says on social media she's grateful for the warmth that he showed her on the set of Lizzie McGuire.
So sad. And while Carradine helped leave his mark on the screen, we're learning a major corporate battle could determine the future of what audiences see next on their screens.
Paramount has officially raised its bid for Warner Brothers Discovery. Paramount's earlier offer of $30 per share was rejected as inferior to WBD's current deal with Netflix. Well, since then, Paramount has appealed directly to shareholders in what's known as a hostile takeover bid.
The new price has not been disclosed, but a source says it values WBD above $30 per share. Analysts say Netflix is likely to match the offer, but the top executive warned that Netflix is willing to walk away rather than overpay. The WBD board says the Netflix agreement remains in effect while it reviews Paramount's proposal.
And while executives battle over studios and streaming, fans are getting a much more personal connection to one of their favorite shows. So fans of the hit show Heated Rivalry will soon be able to stay at one of their filming locations.
The infamous house where Shane and Ilya had their secret retreat during the final episode will be available on Airbnb. Starting March 3rd, fans will be able to experience the Barlachon Cottage in Ontario, Canada. That's beautiful.
I don't know the show, but I want to stay there.
Right? Yeah, I have no idea what I'm talking about at all, but this is a great Airbnb.
Look at that.
I think it's about hockey, That's what I've heard. Word on the street.
Well, I love hockey now.
Well,
same. USA.
Big month for hockey. Yeah, well, the cottage sits on the western shore of Lake Muskoka and has a private waterfront, kayaks, canoes, and a fire pit outside. The rental cost comes out to about 181 American dollars per night.
I'm in.
Let's go. Let's all pull in money and we're going.
That looks beautiful.
Ugh, I want it so bad.
Take me there now.
Well, in more entertainment news, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame has announced its nominees for 2026. And as always, some fans are ecstatic while others are disappointed.
No, you can't win them all, right? So this year's list is the largest ever with 17 artists. 10 of them are first-time nominees, including Lauryn Hill, Phil Collins, Wu-Tang Clan, Shakira, and Luther Vandross. The only artist to make the list in their first year of eligibility is Pink.
Okay, go Pink.
Returning to the ballot again are the Black Crowes and Billy Idol. Oasis is also back on the list despite singer Liam Gallagher disavowing the Hall of Fame, and heavy metal band Iron Maiden is also returning for the third time.
Those always surprise me because I'm always like, they're not already on the list?
Right.
Like Shakira and Iron Maiden.
Billy Idol.
Right?
I know.
What are they doing
Get
over
the
there?
man into the Hall of Fame.
Definitely.
Yeah, and get us into that house.
And yes, that was so pretty.
Right? Like, it's modern, and then it's like in nature, and it's just perfect.
Yes.
Let's go.
There's a canoe.
Only 181 per night?
Yeah.
That's not a bad price.
Not bad at all.
Even for like a normal.
But you got to get to Ontario.
Yeah.
So.
Who's driving?
Hurdle.
I'll drive.
A little bop.
Yeah. We'll track the weather. I'll drive. You pick the tunes.
I'm just going to hang,
Yeah, pick the tunes.
I'll be the DJ. All right, still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. An event designed to build confidence and open doors. It's coming to Pasco and the opportunities they'll get to explore and how it's helping students plan their future. We have those details coming up in your 6:30 half hour.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication
Now
shop.
through March 31st, receive rebates up to $495 with the purchase of qualifying Daikin ductless equipment. At Bruce Heating and Air, we'll find the unit that works right in your space. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Don't we all need a space we love? We'll make your design dreams a reality today during the extended President's Day Super Sale at Furniture Row. Save big on sofas and sectionals, dining, bedroom, and mattresses. And the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Check out special purchases while they last, plus 60 months, no interest. Shop the comfort, the style, the selection, the savings. But hurry, the extended President's Day Super Sale at Furniture Row ends soon.
Slow down, look around, feel at home. Kittitas County invites you to experience the heart of small town life. From sunrise coffee stops and welcoming Main Street stays to scenic trails, family-owned restaurants, local wineries, hometown breweries, handcrafted shops, and more. Plan your small town getaway with the Love Local Passport, a curated guide to the best of Kittitas County. Download the Passport, plan your stay for a true small town escape at centralwashingtonoutdoor.com.
Board-certified orthopedic surgeon Dr. Sam Strebel provides the full spectrum of orthopedic care.
A lot of times when I talk to patients, they're in so much pain that they can't do their hobbies. We can use the machine to balance the knee before we make any bony resections, and then that will hopefully translate to a faster recovery and a better, more natural feeling knee.
To learn more about services including robotic joint replacement at Prosser Orthopedic Center, visit prosserhealth.org.
Brace your taste buds. Don't miss out on the new DQ $6.99 Flamethrower Chicken Strip Basket. A spicy, bold heat, served with a side of our cool, sweet DQ soft serve as a dip. All for just $6.99. Plus, try a sweet, spicy sip of lemonade made with tahini. It's the new Swisey menu for a limited time, only at DQ.
Visit Fred's Appliance for our President's Day sale. Step up to the all-in-one GE Profile laundry machine on sale for $21.98. That's a savings of $700. It combines both washer and dryer functions into one sleek appliance, saving space and offering unmatched convenience. Wi-Fi connectivity allows you to control and monitor your laundry from anywhere, saving you time and effort. At Fred's, we sell appliances. Only appliances.
This newscast sponsored by Multicare Yakima Memorial Hospital. Excellence you can trust. This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest. On your side.
Hi, good Wednesday morning. Thanks for waking up with us, joining us here for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jade Elliott.
I'm Jessica Jalal.
I'm Josh Colbert.
It's National Quiet Day, and the weather is cooperating. Finally.
Yes. All right. And
I'm going to tell my kids
that,
it's a National Quiet Day.
They won't. Well, make it a game, right? That always works.
Yeah.
The quiet game, yeah. Something like that.
Put a bubble in your mouth?
Yeah.
Did y'all do that?
No.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, in classrooms?
You know, yeah.
What?
It's like, put a bubble in your mouth, don't pop it until I say so. And then when you pop, that's when you're allowed to talk.
Can you still
again.
breathe?
Yeah, you breathe through your nose.
Okay.
Well, anyway, in honor of National Quiet Day, for the next...
We will not be quiet.
For the next
Not
day,
here.
we'll just sit here in silence and click through the graphics. That would be uncomfortable. I'm not going to do that. But
I'd leave too.
Making it weird, Josh.
let's go ahead and take a look at those big weather stories. And we do have some minor to moderate impacts that are forecast for Cascade passes through early on Saturday morning. And speaking of the mountains, also considerable avalanche danger over the next couple of days for the slopes of the Cascades and the Olympics. And then for lower elevations, just fantastic, quiet weather over the next 7 days. Okay, First Alert Radar is showing you just a few leftover snow showers this morning for the Blues. The rest of us are dry, and in terms of the fog, we are seeing a few patchy areas of it for lower elevations, but it's mostly confined to our mountain ranges for this morning. Temperatures 20s and 30s for the valleys, 30s and 40s for the basin and for the foothills, and 20s and 30s up in the mountains. Of course, you have to bundle up as you're headed out the front door. But for the rest of this Wednesday, lots of sunshine in the Yakima Valley, highs up around 50 degrees. Good rule of thumb for lower elevations, highs getting into the 40s and 50s. It'll be bright. It'll be a little bit breezy out there, gusts anywhere between 20 to 30 miles per hour. And that will be a factor when it comes to this. I'll touch on the avalanche danger once again coming up in a few minutes.
Starting this half hour of news, looking ahead to an event that focuses on building women up, and it's coming to Pasco.
The Dream It, Be It event is a career support event, and it's a one-day conference for high school girls, and it gives them access to many different resources like career planning and mentorship.
Yeah, they also get to hear from professional speakers and also learn life skills through interactive sessions.
I got to sit down with Jan and Zoe from our local Seroptimist organizations, and they told us more about these sessions that they're holding this year.
A person from CBC is going to talk about how you finance college.
Oh yeah, that is a big question.
That is a question that we ask the girls every year for feedback on what they would like us to delve into more, and that's always one thing that they want to know more about.
I think a lot of young people, especially in this current day and age, life comes at them really fast, and there's so much through social media, being online, but it can feel really overwhelming to think about what comes after high school. And so I think this one-day conference is really to get them excited about their future. It doesn't have to be this mountain that you don't know how to tackle or how to climb.
Now the event will be at Columbia Basin College from 8:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. Saturday, March 7th.
And registration is required with the limited number of spots left, and it closes tonight, so make sure you sign up. And keep it here, because coming up next, a Tri-Cities coaching legend is now fighting for his life, and the community is rallying behind him. We'll see more on his road to recovery and the emotional support that's pouring in. That heartwarming story coming up in your local sports news after the break.
And giving you a live look outside, this one from our By-Mark camera in Yakima. Josh, will be back with your first alert forecast after the break.
Seattle Kraken Hockey, sponsored by Legends Casino Hotel.
Let Schweitzer be your next winter getaway. Because at Schweitzer, your best day can start in the village or at the summit and everywhere in between. Explore Schweitzer. All days, always.
For 50 years, Shelby's Floral has been your homegrown neighbor, bringing joy and beauty to every occasion. We're more than just a flower shop and specialize in beautiful custom arrangements, live plants, silk florals, and home decor. Our experienced designers are here to help you with all your floral needs, ensuring that every bouquet is as special as the moment it celebrates. Visit us today on Clearwater in Kennewick. We're part of your community and can't wait to help you celebrate life's moments. Shelby's Floral.
Why buy a mattress from Mattress Depot USA?
Low prices.
Every day, we beat any competitor's price.
Selection?
All sizes and brands like Sealy, Stearns & Foster, Tempur-Pedic.
Customer service.
Our sleep specialists average 10 years in the industry. Check out our reviews.
Comfort guarantee?
120 nights worth.
Same day delivery.
Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
Local?
Born here, live here.
Come see us today.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Have you heard about refractive lens exchange? K2 Vision RLE means no glasses, no contacts, and no readers permanently. And you'll never develop a cataract.
No glasses or readers. K2 Vision RLE.
Hot Tub, Hot Tub, Hot Tub. Major manufacturers and warehouses clearance of new 2026 inventory. Friday through Sunday. 2 locations, Coeur d'Alene and Pasco. Over 100 hot tubs on display and everything must go. New 2026 inventory. Deep, deep discounts. All inventory 40 to 80% off. Come see the revolutionary swim spa in action and save up to 60%. Trade-ins welcome. Free delivery. We'll even haul away your old hot tub. Worry-free installation. 18-month interest-free financing. Millions of dollars of inventory must be sold. Kootenai County Fairgrounds, Coeur d'Alene, and Hapo Center, Pasco. Call 833-SPA-SALE.
This is Heart Health Awareness Month. To stay fit, check your cholesterol and blood pressure on the regular. Get more at AppleValleyNews.com.
Heart Healthy Month, sponsored by Prosser Memorial Health. This is how we care.
Let Schweitzer be your next winter getaway. a place where the views are as good as the company. And the skiing is as electric as the experience. Explore Schweitzer. All days, always.
Community outcry over a Kennewick sex offender facility.
I was just flabbergasted that this is something that's happening in a neighborhood that has so many children.
There are children living literally next door.
Only one station, Apple Valley News Now, on your side.
The pumpernickel bagel. It's becoming an endangered species.
There's a reason why it's going to be extinct.
Next live from the new game show, The Greatest Average American, Nate Bargatze.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We are still tracking considerable avalanche danger for the slopes of the Cascades and the Olympics over the next couple of days. Now, thankfully, we're not seeing any more high avalanche danger like we were yesterday for Mount Hood. But as we head into tomorrow, some better news in that it looks as if Mount Hood and the southeastern slopes of the Cascades going to drop down to moderate. So hopefully we see more yellow overtaking the orange on this map. And we have a lot of different avalanche safety tips posted online at applevalleynewsnow.com. Okay, let's take you on that zone by zone tour of today's forecast. Still low in chances we could see some rounds of snow today up in the Cascades. Those highs are going to get into the 20s and 30s. And across the map for today, we'll see gusts anywhere between 20 to 30 miles per hour. That's going to make this feel a little bit cooler in the Kittitas Valley, 43 for Ellensburg, but the sunshine might make it feel a little bit better. And then for the Yakima Valley, right around 50 up and down the valley. For the lower Columbia Basin, low to mid 50s. I'm going with 54 for the Tri-Cities. For the Blue Foothills, mostly sunny. I'm thinking we'll probably stay in the mid to upper 40s. And then for the Blue Mountains, maybe just a few straggling snow showers left over for this morning, but otherwise it should be a pretty dry day. Okay, then for tonight, overnight lows dropping down into the 20s and 30s. Most of us going to drop below freezing. And then those temperatures slowly but surely ascending over the next 7 days, ending up in the mid 50s for the Yakima Valley for next Monday and Tuesday. And those overnight lows going to go up as well. But we'll turn our attention back to our mountain passes. A little bit more snow we're anticipating through early in the morning on Saturday. We'll talk about that coming up in a few minutes.
6:40 talking sports now, and the Hanford High School community rallying around a beloved coach on his road to recovery.
And this morning, Apple Valley News Now's Jake Gable details the support being sent Darren Crow's way.
If you know Hanford athletics, then you've probably ran into Darren Crow. A Hanford High School graduate, Crow has coached and taught at Hanford for the past 24 years and is currently the head track and field coach, as well as an assistant football coach. It's a running joke that Crow lives in the track shed he built for the school.
He's practically a legend around here. He's an amazing guy, really funny, really easygoing, and he's almost like a father figure to most of the kids here at the school. He loves the students. He cares about the students and his athletes so much.
But in early February, a pneumonia diagnosis led to Crow being life-flighted from Cadlick Hospital to the University of Washington, where lung and kidney failure led to life support measures.
He's always here. Like, it's weird to not see him here the last few weeks, and obviously it was a shock because he is so fit. He takes care of himself, and just proves that anything can happen at any point in time.
Support quickly flooded in. A GoFundMe has reached roughly $12,000 in less than a week. A video of words of encouragement was made by the school broadcast team, featuring faculty and students. And the main office is receiving cards and letters for Coach Crow.
As a school and as a person, as a student body, we love Crow very, very much. Everything, every cent, every word of encouragement means everything to us and to Crow, and just it hasn't been the same without him.
The Hanford football coaching staff had the opportunity to visit Coach Crow in the hospital while in Seattle for a coaching conference. Having heard what Crow had gone through, they weren't sure how he would be feeling.
Knocked on the door and walked in the room, and he stands up out of the bed and shakes all of our hands. It was completely unexpected and a pleasant surprise for all of us, and he was happy to see us. We were able to share about a half hour with him in his hospital room, and we knew he was getting close to getting out of the hospital when we met with him Sunday, and now he is back home. He's with his family. So it's nice to have him back in town. Obviously has a long road to recovery.
While Crow is back home, he is unable to return to the school just yet, but it's a very positive stepping stone to returning to a school who misses his presence. In Richland, Jake Gable, Apple Valley News Now.
And so for now, Coach Crow's classroom is his living room, and his teammates are the family, friends, and students who are cheering him on.
And the Falcons say they'll keep showing up for him until he can come back showing up for them.
We wish him the best.
And keep it here, because coming up next, we've got your morning sprint, everything you need to know before you head out the door. And Josh is back with your full First Alert weather forecast. It's all coming up in just a few minutes.
Looking for a used vehicle? Trust the dealer with over 60 years in the Tri-Cities, Overturf Volkswagen. Find a large expanded inventory, fully serviced and thoroughly reconditioned vehicles, on-the-spot financing, top dollar for your trade. Overturf Volkswagen, Kennewick.
Looking for a date that actually pays off? This February, skip the roses and head to Legends Casino Hotel for Royal Crush drawings. Every Thursday, we're giving away $2,000 cash every hour. And it's up to you to break some hearts. Literally. Smash our ceremonial chocolate heart for a chance to reveal a multiplier and turn your winnings into something truly sweet. Just use your Legends Rewards card to earn entries. Don't just follow your heart, follow the cash with Royal Crush. Only at Legends Casino Hotel this February.
February is Heart Health Awareness Month. Heart attack symptoms may include chest pain, heartburn, or dizziness. There's more information at applevalleynews.com.
Heart Healthy Month, sponsored by Prosser Memorial Health. This is how we care.
Living with chronic migraine? 15 or more headache days a month, each lasting 4 hours or more. Botox prevents headaches in adults with chronic migraine, and treatment is 4 times a year. So why wait? Talk to your doctor.
Botox effects may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away, as trouble swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness can be signs of a life-threatening condition. Those with these conditions before injection are at highest risk. Side effects may include allergic reactions like rash, breathing problems, dizziness, neck and injection site pain, and headache. Don't receive Botox if there's a skin infection. Tell your doctor your medical history, muscle or nerve conditions like ALS, myasthenia gravis, or Lambert-Eaton syndrome, and medicines like botulinum toxins, which may increase the risk of serious side effects.
In a survey, 91% of patients wish they'd started Botox sooner. Ask your doctor today. If eligible, you may pay $0.
Join us March 6th and 7th at the Numerica Pavilion in Kennewick. Shop over 40 vendors from the Pacific Northwest. Find inspiration for your home and one-of-a-kind merchandise. Vintage at the Ridge, March 6th and 7th. Presented by Windermere Group 1.
More Furniture Sleep Savings Event, designed to help you sleep better with comfort, style, and value. The Jamestown Panel Bed at $399. The Malibu Panel Bed at $399. And Lily mattresses up to 50% off. And the lowest sofa at $399. Enjoy 72 months, no interest financing on mattresses, and our free white glove delivery, where every detail is handled with care. Visit a More Furniture store near you and experience the difference. Or visit us online at morefurniture.com.
Looking for a used vehicle? Trust the dealer with over 60 years in the Tri-Cities, Overturf Volkswagen. Find a large expanded inventory, fully serviced and thoroughly reconditioned vehicles, on-the-spot financing, top dollar for your trade. Overturf Volkswagen, Kennewick.
Live with Kelly and Mark today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We're still expecting some minor to moderate impacts for a cascade passes through early in the morning on Saturday. So let's go ahead and let's put this into motion with Futurecast radar. Now, lower elevations, this is not going to be a very exciting Futurecast at all. But I mean, even for higher elevations, this doesn't look all that impressive. But we will have this little constant trickle of snow showers. Some of these could be some heavier bursts of snowfall, and that's going to be throughout today, throughout Thursday, and then into Friday and the wee hours of the morning of Saturday as well. And so, of course, you can see day by day, hour by hour precip chances just like that by downloading the Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather app for free in the App Store or on Google Play. Now, for lower elevations, not many precip chances to track at all over the next 7 days, but other variables, wind gusts, that'll come in handy for today, and temperatures as they'll trend on the milder side. Here's some of the snowfall totals we're expecting through early on Saturday morning. And Stevens Pass, we're going with 5 inches of snow. Other models are trending a little bit more aggressive. We're being more conservative with it. Snoqualmie Pass and to the south, I'm thinking we'll probably keep it under 2 inches of snow. And then just for good measure, in the blues, maybe a little smattering for I-84 and Oregon 204. But that's about all she wrote, which is bad because we definitely need more snow for both of our mountain ranges. But taking it back down to lower elevations, like I said, a superb forecast through next Tuesday at least. And this is why this area of high pressure that's going to shield us from any active weather over the next week. So exhibit A of that for today in the Yakima Valley. Lots of sunshine, high temperatures getting up to around 50 degrees. A little bit breezy out there, but look at this, 0, 0, 0, 0. No precip chances in the Yakima Valley over the next 7 days. So again, not great news for the drought, but it is great news for outdoor plans and for those of us that are sick of the winter. Here's the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Lots of sunshine in the forecast with highs mostly staying in the mid-50s. In Yakima, chilly mornings, but bright and mild afternoons ahead for the next 7 days. For Ellensburg, a stretch of breezy weather through Saturday, but wind gusts will likely stay under 35 miles per hour. So again, this is going to be enough to be noticeable, and it will make it feel a little bit cooler out there, but this is not to advisory or first alert weather day levels. For Hermiston, bright and breezy for the next few days, calmer with more clouds this weekend. And finally, for Walla Walla, also a sunny and breezy forecast through Friday, and the beautiful weather continues right into next week. And how about next Tuesday? Fingers crossed that forecast holds true, as we'll be pretty close to 60 degrees. Now let's head out to New York City to see what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, it's the unlikely source of danger following a major winter storm. Videos on social media showing flying ice and snow on highways that can cause distractions and even serious damage.
I saw the snow come off the tractor trailer and I'm like, oh my God, it's going to hit my car. And it was quite terrifying to go 60 miles an hour and not see anything in front of you.
And this morning, police departments are cracking down. In Florham Park, New Jersey, police issuing summonses for snowy cars.
Large chunks of ice and snow, they fly off the back of the vehicle and they're going to land on people's cars behind you. It's extremely dangerous, and we are going to keep our roads safe in our town by enforcing it aggressively.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have much more on this winter travel warning and how to keep yourself safe on the roads. With your GMA First Look, I'm Hannah Battah, ABC News, New York.
How did I get here? A grandma with vision loss from wet AMD, riding across the desert. It started when Vabysmo opened up my world. I was worried I was losing sight of the world around me, but my doctor recommended Vabysmo. Vabysmo is different. It's the only treatment thought to block 2 causes of wet AMD. I was so excited when my granddaughter asked me to ride across the desert with her, knowing that Vabysmo improves vision and delivers a chance for up to 4 months between treatments.
Vabysmo is an eye injection. Don't take it if you have an infection, active eye swelling, or are allergic to it. Vabysmo could cause eye infection, retinal detachment, temporary increase in eye pressure, an uncommon risk of heart attack or stroke, or severe swelling of blood vessels in the eye. Report changes to vision or eye pain to your doctor or retina specialist right away.
Now I've got my sights set on the road ahead. Open up your world with Vabysmo.
The #1 prescribed FDA-approved treatment for wet AMD. Ask your retina specialist about Vabysmo.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time is 6:51. It's time for your morning sprint. We start with your national headlines this morning. The U.S. State Department has lifted a shelter-in-place alert for Americans in Mexico. Officials saying the situation has returned to normal. The alert came after widespread disruption on Sunday, which comes after the killing of the drug lord El Mencho. Again, officials say U.S. citizens no longer need to seek shelter in Jalisco, Nayarit, and Baja California, but U.S. government staff in the area remain under a nighttime curfew. Flight schedules in Guadalajara were operating normally yesterday, with some airlines having extra flights for Puerto Vallarta.
6:52 in your business headlines this morning. OpenAI says ChatGPT helped uncover a Chinese operation aimed at influencing dissidents abroad. It says a Chinese official used the program like a diary to document the alleged campaign. In some instances, the company says operators disguised themselves as immigration officials or used forged court documents. OpenAI says the purpose was to silence Chinese dissidents. Now it says investigators were able to match the diary notes with real-world activities.
In your health headlines, 15 states are suing the Trump administration over revisions to the childhood vaccine schedule. It cites a federal law that mandates the CDC Advisory Committee on Immunization Practices that they be fairly balanced. The plaintiffs allege the administration violated that requirement by replacing panelists with anti-vaccine activists. President Trump argues it's more reasonable and better aligned with some other countries.
6:53 in your sports headlines this morning. Floyd Money Mayweather Jr. and Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao plan to step back into the ring together. Boxers are set to fight on September 19th at the Las Vegas Sphere, with Netflix streaming the bout live. Fight's a rematch of the pair's record-setting 2015 matchup. Mayweather won that fight. Pacquiao has fought more professionally, though, in recent years. Now turning to the top 5 local things you need to know this morning. Recall paperwork has now been filed against all 3 Port of Benton commissioners. Retired Judge Eugene Pratt is leading the effort, saying it's about accountability and leadership. Supporters must first get court approval. If that happens, they'll have 180 days to gather signatures before voters could decide the outcome.
Pasco City leaders are moving forward with an update to help support school growth. This includes enrollment projections, school expansions, and land for new facilities. Officials say impact fees will help cover those costs, and the update now heads to City Council for final approval. And lawmakers are considering a bill inspired by a local recovery advocacy group that would expand the use of real-time overdose tracking systems. It would help first responders identify hotspots faster. It's the OD MAP bill. It's backed by Safe Yakima Valley, and it's passed the Washington State House of Representatives. Supporters say better data means better response, and they believe it could help prevent future overdoses. Also in Yakima, $4 million in federal grants is helping the district get more school psychologists. The program partners districts with universities to create paid internships, and the goal is to address staff shortages and support students' mental health needs. District leaders say it will create a long-term pipeline of professionals.
And looking ahead to the weekend, where a career development event for high school girls is coming to Pasco. It's the Dream It, Be It event. It connects students with mentors and professional speakers. It'll happen not this weekend, but next on March 7th at Columbia Basin College. It's from 8:30 to 2:30, and registration is required because space is limited.
Trending now this morning, American Girl is marking the 40th anniversary of its stalls this year.
40 and Fab. Ooh. It's celebrating with a look back and a collection that it hopes will bring the brand forward. Each of the original 6 American Girls dolls represents a period in U.S. history.
And now they're coming back in contemporary clothes for the brand's modern era collection. American Girl dates back to 1986. When a teacher who loved history created the first product line.
And hopefully your girls aren't watching.
Gosh, seriously.
They'll be like, we need that.
I don't think I can get one by Friday when Genevieve's birthday is. So
it's her birthday?
Yeah, her birthday's on Friday.
Okay, yeah, hopefully she's not watching this, because she will sassily ask for this.
Oh, 100%, yeah. I'll have to contact Nana. She's our American Girl doll supplier.
Hopefully she's And Sunshine is coming.
Yes.
Here today.
A lot of sunshine, pretty much nothing but sunshine in the Tri-Cities over the next 7 days.
Oh, your job gets boring now.
It gets boring, well.
But yay for us.
Yeah, feet kicked up on the desk over there in that corner.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but, you know, we need the rain, need the snow, all that. I've said that all winter. Let's go ahead and take a look at First Alert Radar, and we are seeing just the last gasp of some snowfall. For now, in the Blues, could have some more snow showers in the Cascades a little bit later today. The fog has been in the mountains mainly for this morning. A few sporadic patchy areas for lower elevations, but it's definitely not a widespread issue. Temperatures out there, 20s and 30s for the valleys, 30s and 40s for the basin and for the foothills. So of course you got to bundle up, but look at this. This is superb stuff. All sunshine all throughout the day. Highs getting into the low 50s. Good rule of thumb for lower elevations for today. Highs getting into the 40s and 50s. It'll be bright. It'll be a little bit breezy. Those gusts anywhere between 20 to 30 miles per hour. but still don't want to sleep on the considerable avalanche danger that we have for our Cascade and Olympic slopes through Thursday at least. But hey, lower elevations, kick back, relax, enjoy it all.
The beautiful sun.
I love it.
That's my takeaway. And thank you guys for watching Good Morning Northwest. You can always find updates on our website. That's applevalleyNewsNow.com.
Good Morning America's up next. We're back tonight with your local news and weather.
Have a great day.